Lemon is loving every minute of this. He's never had so much attention because no one cares about him. Last night, likening himself to Jimmy Kimmel.
Look, I stand proud and I stand tall. This is not a victory lap for me because it's not over. They're going to try again and they're going to try again. And guess what? Here I am. Keep trying. That's not going to stop me from being a journalist. You're not going to diminish my voice. Go ahead. Make me into the new Jimmy Kimmel if you want. Just do it. Because I'm not going anywhere and I'm going to believe the same things, whether you want to, whatever.
Yes, please do it. And the person who could do it is with me now. She is Harmeet Dillon. She is the Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights at the DOJ. Harmeet, great to see you again. So are we going to do it?
Well, we are going to do it because that's what is required for justice here. And from Sunday, when I first saw the video that Don Lemon himself put out about his conduct that day, it was clear to me that we had the predicates for pursuing FACE Act and conspiracy. We did our homework, sent prosecutors there to the ground, took affidavits, took evidence. They buttressed the case that we could witness from Lemon's own testimony and statements and admissions against interest in his own videos. And we have aggressively and very rapidly sought legal process. Now, I will say it's been a little frustrating because for 48 hours between the time that we sought these arrest warrants and the time that we were able to make arrests and say what the judge did in refusing to sign off on Lemon's, you know, it had to stay silent. We have certain protocols here at the Department of Justice, but he is not out of legal jeopardy. And he has lawyered up. He has a prominent lawyer.
Yes, at some point, when I look at what is going on, I said this before, Don Lemon love what is happening. This is what he has been seeking. When I saw him celebrating like, oh, begging ICE to come and arrest him, I was like, this guy is thinking this is all. Our Lord is still coming. I believe you've seen what this lady said in this video. According to him, he thinks that when he's been locked up, a lot of people will come on the street to demonstrate. Oh, people will do a lot of things because that is exactly what Don Lemon wants. They'll be battling in court. Because you are a journalist, Don Lemon doesn't understand exactly what he actually did, even up to date, no matter how you explain it. I've watched scholars on CNN, you know, the mainstream media, actually making it clear that he's in trouble. Now, information came out.
My prediction is this stuff, your party is going to get the dog kicked out of you in the midterms. No, come on. Because this is not what people voted for, and they're going to hold the party as responsible as they should.
Well, let me give you my take on it, Bill. You don't have to be Einstein's cousin. Or a senior at Caltech to know that illegal immigration is illegal. Duh. Those of us who believe that no one is above the law have to concede that folks who are in our country illegally are not above the law either.
Be shocked. He's actually educating him on immigration. I don't understand why B will pretend like he doesn't know the truth.
It matters that the mayor stands by, and so I assume stands with, someone who says things like, if you don't believe in the government's sacred right to seize private property, it's over. Seize private property. Home ownership is racist. Elect more communists. Private property, especially home ownership, is a weapon of white supremacy. Really? Even among the 20 million black Americans who own their own home? The communism lasts a lifetime. Democrats seem to be having this debate whether or not Maher Mamdani is a socialist or a democratic socialist. Let me settle it. He's a straight-up communist. How do I know this?
There have been renewed calls from prominent Democrats to abolish ICE. I want to know where you come down on abolishing ICE and if you believe that ICE has any legitimate law enforcement role.
You know, I am in support of abolishing ICE, and I'll tell you why. Because what we've... what we see is an entity that has no interest in fulfilling its stated reason to exist. We're seeing a government agency that is supposed to be enforcing some kind of immigration law, but instead what it's doing is terrorizing people, no matter their immigration status, no matter the facts of the law, no matter the facts of the case. And I'm tired of waking up every day and seeing a new image of someone being dragged out of a car, dragged out of their home, dragged out of their life. What we need to see is humanity. And there is a way to care about immigration in this city and in this country with a sense of humanity. What we're seeing from ICE is not it, and we have not seen that from them in a long, long time.
You know, it's really nice to have you here. You make sense.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, because it's important, you know. And you know, Joy has given you marching orders. And that's very important. But I just want to say, listen, if you can do what you say you can do, you will not only remake the city, but you may help remake the nation. Yeah.
I believe you've seen what Whoopi is actually telling this guy. He will help make the nation. And I was impressed to see Bima calling him out for who he is. He talks about abolishing ICE. When you take a look at this, abolishing ICE is a reckless fantasy that puts criminals over citizens. ICE exists to enforce immigration laws, period. When mayors like Mamdani grandstand about humanity, they ignore the 150,000 criminals ICE removed last year alone. The House just passed HR and for ICE operations and body cameras to ensure transparency while maintaining enforcement. Democrats pushing to defund ICE are the same ones who watched Minneapolis burn after agents were blocked from arresting a gang member who later takes away the lives of a mother of three. Secure borders aren't cruelty. They are the foundations of national border. Record low illegal crossing prove enforcement work when politicians don't sabotage it. That is a simple truth here. I don't know when we are going to acknowledge that what Trump is doing is right. It's just that the people don't like to cooperate. They don't like the idea of Trump removing these illegals. I'm saying mostly Democrat, because it benefits them politically. That is a simple summary of what is going on, and you can't deny that.
Let's talk about the unfortunate situation unfolding in Minnesota. Do you worry they'll target New York and you?
Look, I think first, I don't know how else to describe what we saw in Minnesota. People ask me, why did I say that? Ask them to look at that video and tell me what they would call it. Right. And we are being asked to not believe our own eyes. It's time to be truthful with people. It is terrifying to see what's happening there. And it's terrifying to see all of this happening in the name of public safety. And I've said this directly to the president, that these ICE raids, they are cruel, they are inhumane. They do nothing to deliver that public safety. Right. In fact, what they do is leave a sense of fear amongst so many. Correct. And, you know, I represent a city of 8.5 million people. More than 3 million New Yorkers are immigrants. I'm one of them.
Not to get too political.
Hey, everybody. I just wanted to say I am so sorry for what is happening in Minneapolis.
All these pretend Christians, all these comfortable white people.
Investigate what took place in Minneapolis.
I think I'm going to end here. As of the short clips you see at the end, that is for the white algorithm. I'm always pleading, please always share out the videos. It helps boost the channel, so videos can be recommended.
They just make it worse.
Bill Maher, you give us so much. But
also wearing a Be Good pin for Renee Good, obviously. And
just so much nonsense.
I'm pissed off that a queer black woman is up here doing the job of two mediocre.
Power of the law, and that no one stands above it.
I don't see both sides in a dogmatic.
The Golden Globe for Best Editing goes to the Justice Department.
This is for her. This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today.
Yes, of course, this is for the mother.
Babies are upstairs watching. Y'all better be off them damn phones and watching me.
Them. Thank you, everyone. I'm a little in shock.
There you go.
Let's see if they get the.
Well,
I want to see
it is
them get it.
That MAGA's going to break up because of Donald Trump's criticism of Robin can sit at either place.
Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it.
You and your husband were friends with Rob and Michelle Reiner, and
everybody knew that wasn't true. A dangerous relative as a likely suspect. A tip that led to her brother Nick. Rob Reiner and Nick had a heated argument the night before at Conan O'Brien's Christmas party, being back on Zone. In one interview,
she said, "We should have said nothing." The United States to take this family tragedy in which the president had made no comment.
When people ought to have.
Absolute horror.
Hi, Mel Gibson. I'm in Italy. There is a quota system. Hostin conversation too. Yes.